right side, and I told my husband, and he was like, "Don't drive it anymore until we fix it." But once we put the 2 tires on there, it works fine now. I also recently cleaned out my car and took it to a detailing place, and they washed and detailed it, and it's out my car, and it's so wonderful. It smells so good, and they shampooed the carpets and vacuumed it, and I'm gonna start doing that. But I don't know how long I plan on keeping my car, because it's an SUV. I'm going to be getting another vehicle soon. My husband said that he's going to get me another vehicle. It's not going to be brand new off the lot, but it's going to be a used vehicle, but like new, because my car is it's a 2011 Jeep. Not Jeep, it's a Hyundai Veracruz. I don't even think they make Veracruzes anymore. But he was telling me that just go ahead and get another car for me. I kind of want a Jeep or a truck. A truck, because you can haul things, with a truck. I know I just, took a shower and washed my face and stuff, but I'll wash my face again before bed. Do this video. I was gonna do like something else without like talking and stuff, but I felt like chit-chatting with you guys, so I thought you might like some kind of a video. Just looking at okay, so I got another computer. My husband got a computer for me, and because my old one was it was just easier just to buy another computer. I couldn't even like use it to like listen to the jack thing that you put the earphone or whatever in, like the little plug. It wore out, and I had to like keep wiggling it and stuff like that just to get it to hear the full audio when I would play back. And I was just like, also the battery was weak, and I had to keep the charging cable like plugged into that old computer. Just if I took it out, like it would only last about 5 minutes and then it would die. Battery was bad. My husband said we could replace everything and I could try to fix the audio jack, whatever, but he goes, audio port, but he said, I'll just get you another computer, it's fine. And that's good. So I have a new computer, and the thing about this computer is a Dell. It's the same one like the other one, except upgraded. Laptop, and thing about it is that the other computer was real quiet. Like, it didn't make any noise. This one makes a slight noise, and only you can hear it with the microphone. You can't hear it like with your, like if I just have it on the table, but the microphone picks it up because it's very, very sensitive. So I have to put now the computer on the floor, on top of something, because it overheats if it's just on, a flat surface. I set it on my other computer, my old one, but that way it'll be far away from the table. But I put it on the floor. As you can see, guys, I lost weight, and that awesome look. Like in that video before, I had like a double chin, and now look, it's like almost gone. It's like wonderful. I drink tons of water, guys. I don't eat very much either. I am very picky about what I eat. not something I couldn't say before, and it's not like I had like a bad life here with meds and stuff. It's not that at all. It's like, it's my bipolar. It's like a chemical imbalance brain. It would make me not feel happy. Like I didn't have any, what do they call it? Serotonin, oxytocin, or whatever. I didn't have any of that dopamine. So, actually the doctors actually said I did not have those hormones. But, I'm feeling better. And I'm starting to live life again like I should, you know. I recently went to an interview at the place that I've been trying to get a job at. The director, I know the director of the hospital's mother, and I met the daughter of the director, and she gave me a good word, like referred me. They called me again, and this is the second time that I've met with this lady for a job, and that was last Wednesday, and I thought I killed the interview. You know what I mean? I thought it was great. They usually only talk. The last time I talked to me only 20 minutes. This time they talked to me over an hour. We interviewed. Last time I interviewed with 5 people, including the hiring manager, clinic manager. But for some reason they did not hire me that time, even though I was recommended by the director. It was weird. And then this time was last Wednesday, and I got a call on Tuesday from one of the recruiters that I've been dealing with, and I had an interview on Wednesday, went in, and I took a shower that morning. I smelled good, you know. I washed my neck and the back of my ears, you know what I mean? I scrubbed and put my nicest clothes on. I had picked it out the night before, and you know, I did my hair with layers, and I did my makeup very nice and, you know, mute but very professional. Everything looked professional. I wore my nice shoes, flats that are very professional. I don't know. I thought it went really good. The interview was just with 2 people, the hiring manager and her colleague, and like the lead, who would be over me if I were to get hired. But it was really strange because, I mean, I really thought that I had it in the bag because we talked for over an hour. She even moved me from the said that I was eager to hear from them, you know what I mean? Like, eager to hear from them in the coming days of a decision. So I also went over like some of the little things that I learned or about the job and the position, and like how excited I was about learning about this and that, you know, just to let them know that I was paying attention to what they were saying about the position. I read over before the position, before the interview, I read again some details about the hospital that I would be working at, and like how many hospitals they have, their CEO's name, you know, things like that, like little info about the place that in case they ask me. It's just so weird. It's just so weird because I sent it to her, right? She gave me her card and she was like, if you need anything or you have any questions, just feel free to, you know, get in touch with me. I told her I will be sending you something. I said it shortly in your email, and she was like, okay. And I shook her hand. I shook the lead's hand, her colleague, and I left. And then I went home and sent, you know, got that prepared which I already have it. I already have it typed up and everything, and it's on letterhead and stuff like that, and on Adobe. I even sign it, guys. I mean, it's very professional. Like I actually sign my signature on, you know, the computer, and my signature's like a handwriting. And I sent her that letter on white paper, like, you know what I mean? I attached it to the email. Well, the weekend came and I didn't hear anything on Thursday, Friday. And she told me that she was going to need somebody immediately, and I told her I was available immediately. I have 2 decades long of experience in the medical field. I've worked in hospitals. I've worked at a lot of places. And I told her, I said, you can call my last jobs that I've worked. I have, you know, no problems with you talking with my old managers. I said, I did not get in trouble. I said with my managers and stuff like that. I said they always felt that I was capable, and they always commended me on my work ethics and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Then Monday came, this past Monday, and I was like, well, I haven't heard anything still. And I wrote to the recruiter that I've been dealing with since last year. And remember, guys, this is the job that they hired me at. They hired me in another, like 30 minutes away. This other clinic, the same clinic though, hired me. And then they took it away because I could not produce my diploma, and they require that, which I think is so stupid. But I ended up getting my diploma. I did have a diploma to give them, and it took me a week to get it, but the recruiter had given away my job almost immediately, after letting the HR know that I didn't have my diploma. It was so sad. I cried. I was sobbing. I had already gone and gotten my immunizations at the clinic and gotten my picture taken. I had to set a date that I was going to start. It was so sad. It was so sad. And I just could not understand why they could not have waited for me to get my diploma. I told them I would have gotten it. I told them I would go get my GED on the week, like on Friday. I said, I'll just go get it. I'll do it online. But it's like, they just didn't, he didn't want to wait. He just gave the job away. working there, so I still wanted to, you know, at least get my foot in the door, try it out, you know, see what it's like working there. But it seems like it's harder. It's like I keep getting referred to by the district manager that runs like 4 or 5 clinics, and they keep interviewing me, and this time it's like I'm being blacklisted or something, because it's like that manager told me that she was wanting to hire somebody immediately, like very fast, and I thought I would be hearing from them, you know, like within days after, like on Friday or something, after Wednesday, after my interview, but I didn't, and it was disappointing. So I just told myself I'm not gonna get my hopes up, because I always do, and it always ends in pain, you know what I mean, like in sadness. So I did not. I'm trying hard not to get my hopes up. It's hard though, because I keep asking the recruiter, like, what is the, you know, what's the status, you know, I mean, and I told him, I said, look, if they have decided against me, just let me know. If they don't want me, it's kind of like, don't leave me hanging by a string, you know what I mean, like, don't do that, because it's not nice to do that, you know what I mean. Let me know if y'all are not interested in me anymore, or y'all found somebody else, you know. But I mean, like, I didn't tell the recruiter that really, but I'm thinking that, you know, I'm gonna actually tell him something this coming week if I don't hear anything again. I sent on Monday a second follow-up letter, like the one I sent the first time on Wednesday after the interview. I sent another follow-up, but this time it was short. It was just basically letting them know that, you know, that I was just wondering about the status of the position, the role, and, you know, where they were, you know, in the hiring process and all. And basically, you know, what the status was, and I was letting them know that I was still very interested in the position, blah 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 blah, thanking them, and that was it. I asked her to, like, just at least update me, and she couldn't even do that. She didn't even, like, I don't think she updated the recruiter that's been calling me, because, see, the thing is that with the recruiter, I won't say his name, but he was the one that called me. He calls when you get hired. He'll call you to let you know that you're hired. You know what I mean? But if you did not get hired, he will just email you and tell you that you didn't get hired. They moved on. You know what I mean? You weren't chosen or whatever, or selected. And so I'm pretty much waiting for the email, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with them. And frankly, I told my husband, I said, you know, if they're gonna be that way, I mean, this is the second time they interviewed me, and at that office, and I'm like, that's it. I'm not gonna try again. I'm just not, because I feel like I've been blacklisted. If they don't hire me, you know what I mean, how can you, like, be, like, if I was a manager and the district manager, my manager, upper manager, like, sent me somebody that she recommended, or they recommended, and for the second time sent me that person saying that they were highly qualified to interview them and stuff, I would definitely hire them, you know what I mean? But it's weird. I've never been in a clinic where it's like they don't do that. So it didn't seem like, I mean, there was a nurse that came up to me that was African American, you know what I mean? Like, I saw a Hispanic girl that worked there, or some kind of like, she might have been Hispanic. She was like me, you know, and a lot of Caucasians working there. I don't know. It looked like a mixture, so I couldn't think that, you know, it was because I was Hispanic, you know what I mean? I am a U.S. citizen. I have my documents and stuff like that, you know, birth certificate, everything. I was born here, raised here in America. I'm a Texan. But I just feel that if they don't hire me, then there's, you know, something not right. I mean, I understand that there's always somebody more qualified than me, right? I understand that. But it makes no sense if you've been referred by a district manager twice, and they still, you know, are like, you know, after being impressed by your resume, and I don't know, it's just strange to me that, oh, I was gonna show you. I gave my good mascaras to my mother because I love her, and I didn't feel like buying my telescopic one by L'Oreal. I gave to my mom, and I didn't feel like buying it again because it's expensive. I had the money. I didn't feel like buying it again. And one of the biggest reasons is because they have at my Walmart close by, some of the things are behind glass now for theft reasons, and some of the things are like locked with a lock right in front of the packaging, and they're not like put in glass, but they're just locked up or locked behind a lock, put behind a lock. And I was like, I didn't feel like, you know what I mean, calling the girl over to open the glass to get my telescopic thing out. I didn't feel like doing that. I was in a hurry to get home, so I was like looking for a cheap one because I didn't have any more, and I had this Wet n Wild Mega Link waterproof, and this is what it looks like. And guys, I think it does pretty much like the other one, so I mean, I think I spent $4 on this. We'll see how good it, you know, does, but well, I'll let you know. You know, I'm gonna put it on tomorrow and wear it. If it like is supposed to be waterproof, if it makes me have like, you know, raccoon eyes, I'll let y'all know. But as you can see, my hair is layered. My friend, my very beautiful friend Rebecca, she cut my hair. When she comes though, she's gonna do my mom hair too on the weekend. When she comes to my house, my mom's gonna meet me here, or she's gonna come here to have it done. It's a little far from Becky to go try to have her just come. I'm gonna have her do one more layer right here. I'm gonna have her cut one more layer right there, so that way I have a shorter layer, because right now, you know, my layer is long, but I want one more layer like right here, like right here, and I'll be happy when I can get a layer like that. Not that she messed up or anything, she didn't. It's just, I just was looking at it and I was like, you know, I would like one more layer. And she told me that if I needed anything else done to my hair, she would gladly, you know, like do So I waited outside, and it was kind of hot out there. I was in the shade though. They had a lot of seats outside, under the roof or whatever, porch roof. And I decided, I knew that there's a Dollar Tree right down the road. So I asked him, I said, how long do you think it's gonna be? And he said, we're just barely shampooing the carpet, so it's probably gonna be an hour. So I looked up how long it would take for me to walk down to the Dollar Tree. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning. And it said about 25 minutes. And I said, I could do 25 minutes of walking. So I headed off. I told him I'm gonna go down the street. I said, I'll be back. And he was like, okay. That was the first time I walked. Because guys, when I was like young, when I was like a teenager, even into my early 20s, I used to walk miles. Even though I had a car, I used to walk. I think the longest I walked was like 8 miles or 9 miles to my job. I want to say 9 or 10 miles. And I walked back from work. I would take a shower there at the job. I worked at a telemarketing, like an inbound telemarketing center for JCPenney. But yeah, that was when I had a very nice shape. But the thing is that I underestimated myself. I thought that I could do that. Underestimated or overestimated. I thought that I could walk that far and be fine, but not so. I haven't walked like that in a very long time. I mean, I go work out. That's different though than like walking in the hot sun. You know what I mean? So it was cloudy. It was 10 o'clock in the morning, and it didn't feel very hot, I guess, to me. It felt fine. I wasn't sweating really at all. And I used the crosswalks to go to the opposite side of the street and stuff like that. I noticed though that about halfway there, I started feeling hot. I started getting thirsty. And I was like, man, I should have I couldn't wait to get to the Dollar Tree because I wanted water so bad. By the time that I got to the Dollar Tree, all of a sudden, I guess because I was cooling down, all of a sudden, like, it hit me. My body started to feel like faint, and I was red like a cherry. I looked at myself because people were looking at me because I was sweating profusely. And one lady came over to me, she goes, are you okay? You feel sick or something? And I said, no, I just walked a long way. I said, a mile and a half. I said, I just walked. I said, for the first time in years, I said, a long way for me. And I think it was hot, I said, outside, and I did not realize just how hot it was, even though it was overcast. And they didn't have any cold water. All they had was bottled, like, room temperature water. But I took one of those room temperature waters and guzzled it down. I didn't care. I was just like, I don't care. I need water. And I called my husband, and he was like, no. He was like, I took a picture and sent it to my husband, the way I looked and stuff, and he was like, I want you to call my mom. He goes and have my mother-in-law, like his mom, come and pick me up. And I felt bad. I didn't want to do that, but I was like, okay, so I had to call her and ask her to come pick me up. I was gonna get an Uber. Actually, guys, I was just gonna walk back, but I didn't think I could. I told my husband, I don't know if I can walk back. It's too hot, and they don't have any cold water here. edition. There was couches everywhere, plush couches. There was a massage chair that you paid, put quarters in to or your card to get a massage, a full body massage, and a massage chair, even with the legs, like calf massage and foot massage. I was like, what? I couldn't believe they had a TV and a little table, like a sunning table where you could sit there and read and plug in your phone, and you're like, oh my god. I felt so actually, there was somebody sitting on the couch, and I said, I did not even realize that this place had all this in here. If I had known that, I wouldn't have walked a mile and a half down the road. I'd nearly faint, you know. It was just like, I was so mad at myself. But, yeah, lesson learned. But, yeah, guys, so this is my makeup. That's my little update for you guys. Yeah, I'm happy because, you know, even though, I haven't heard anything from the job that I really want, it's still good, it's still okay. We're gonna be okay. I'm happy because I know that even if I don't get that job, I'm gonna get something else. Already a dentist office called me too, and we had an interview. It's just that they are not opening their clinic until August. And so she's trying to, she said she's gonna get back to me. She said in July to see if I still am available for the position, but I'm not sure about that one. It's kind of she's she's a doctor that just barely started her own business or started her own clinic. There's no benefits there, I don't think, just, you know, for just discount on, you know, dental, which is okay. I have insurance, but I do like to have, I like the security of a job, to have benefits and stuff like that, those kind of things, 401k, things like that, you know. And I'm not too keen on a person that's just starting out like a business, because I think that's going to be chaotic, you know what I mean? Like, I just think that you should probably be stressed out too much and stuff. So I don't know, because she says she has a vision for the place, and I'm just like, I don't know. She seemed like a nice lady though, but I don't know. I've worked in little privately owned, you know, places before, and sometimes it's unpleasant because they feel like they can just do whatever they want. Sometimes people in those little places, they get too comfortable with their employees, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But sometimes it's harder to get off of work because it's a little place, you know, they don't hire a lot of people, so it's harder to get off of work sometimes when you need to. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this little ramble. I'll be doing other videos. I bought something, guys. So the binaural mics that my husband made a 3DO, like, the 3DO ears, like the little gadget, or not gadget, but microphone with the ears on either side, the silicone ears. My husband, he made that for me using those binaural mics that I paid for. Y'all helped me buy those, actually, guys, during the GoFundMe. And I bought some more. I bought another pair because I want to use them without using this, just the binaural mic. I want to use them on my lapel and doing other types of videos, like massaging, back massage, like brushing hair, and like you can hear the hair, like brushing sounds and stuff on both sides. I want to do videos like that using those mics. Also, like going out. Sorry about that, kids. I had to switch my battery. My battery died. So I had to switch the battery. I'm almost done. But what I was saying is that I'm planning on, like, something